dudes, I'm Hilah, and today on Hilah Cooking, I'm going to show you how to make some jalapeno deviled eggs. Now, I have done a pickled deviled eggs recipe a couple Halloweens ago. For some reason, it got flagged as like inappropriate language, and also I'm wearing a really crappy homemade Tinkerbell costume. So if you want to see that, I'll put a link to it. Meanwhile, here's going to be a really clean version of jalapeno deviled eggs because I love deviled eggs so much. Love cholesterol. I've got some eggs here that I hard boiled. I did a little learn to cook video on that, which you can check out if you need to know how to boil eggs. Anyways, they've been peeled and they're cooled, and I'm just gonna cut them in half lengthwise. Okay, we've got all our little eggies here. So you just wanna, you know how to make deviled eggs, right? Just wanna pop those little munchkins right out of there. All those yolks, put them in a bowl. Okay, great. And now we're gonna add some mayonnaise. If you wanted to make these a little bit lower cholesterol and not have like just eggs on top of eggs on top of eggs, you could use some Greek yogurt. And then we're just gonna mash the holy living shit out of these. I'm gonna try to get it really smooth. I guess you could probably use a food processor if you wanted to like be real anal about it. Lord knows that's not me. So once this is smooth like this, a few chunks, you know, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm gonna add a little bit of just plain old mustard, maybe just like a teaspoon, not a ton. And then some black pepper, a touch of salt. And then these are pickled jalapenos that I have diced and then added in a half a teaspoon of the pickled jalapeno juice. If you wanna make these mild, like if you're serving kids and you wanna do some just basic deviled eggs, you can use some sweet pickle relish or just some regular pickle relish. So add that in. And then I've got some cilantro here. And I really like this because deviled eggs can be kind of heavy. I mean, you're like mayonnaise and egg yolks and all this stuff, but having a little bit of some kind of fresh herbs in there really kind of brightens up the flavor a lot. And then definitely want to give it a taste to make sure it doesn't need any more salt. But we're good. So that's pretty much it. We're done with the filling. If you wanted to put this into a little piping bag or like a Ziploc bag with the corner cut off and squirt it in and make it look really cute, you could do that. But I'm just gonna use a small spoon because this is how, you know, the old ladies do it. They don't use no papa bags. And just fill the little cavity of each egg. And you want it a little bit heaping so it looks luxurious. Okay, there we go. Jalapeno deviled eggs. Now you could totally garnish these with like a little bit of cilantro or just like a slice of jalapeno pepper or just a half a slice of a jalapeno pepper, whatever. But because these are all for me and I care not what they look like, I'm totally not gonna eat all these eggs. I would have a heart attack. I'm just gonna leave them as is and I'm gonna eat one. How about this one? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, dudes, classic deviled eggs. I know it seems like such an old lady thing to do, to make, to eat, all of it. But there's a reason that deviled eggs have been around for millennia, and that is because they're awesome. So I hope you try this, and there's so many ways to make deviled eggs delicious and to make them unique. I'm gonna post a little chart on my website about all the different kinds of flavor combinations that you can put into deviled eggs to make them your own. And then it'll be the kind of recipe that everyone's like, oh my God, these are so good. I need to get the recipe from you, but then they never actually do because they're kind of drunk and an idiot like me. And then they have to go make up their own version. But anyway, it's really great. If you have any questions, please leave them in a comment and I'll get to them as soon as possible. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, guys. Eggs.